Hi, this is Nicholas Bell with Ion Cinema, here to talk about Selah and The Spades, which will be available on digital on demand, courtesy of Amazon Studios, April 17th, 2020. It's the directorial debut of Tayarisha Poe, and it premiered at the 2019 Sundance Film Festival in the Next section. So Selah and The Spades tells a tale about a young woman named Selah, played by Lovie Simone of Greenleaf, who runs a faction of students known as the Spades. It's one of 5 factions at a Pennsylvania boarding school, Hardwell, that run the underbelly of the school, so to say. And the Spades are responsible for distributing drugs and alcohol to everyone. It's Selah's senior year, and she's about to move on to bigger and better things, but she is also interested in leaving a legacy behind. And she runs her group with her brother, Maxie, played by Jerome of Moonlight. A new girl comes to the school, Paloma, played by Celeste O'Connor, and Selah befriends her and starts to groom her to be her replacement, but things go awry. Jesse Williams is also an appearance as the headmaster of the school. I really did enjoy a lot of the subtext that are going on here. I think that Poe's film has a lot of very interesting ideas, from its opening sequences, which quote Ozma of Oz by L. Frank Baum, to a fable brought up by Gina Torres, who plays Selah's mother, about a snake or a scorpion and a frog, to even the inclusion of Macbeth as the school play that's being put on that year. This is a story about control and the limit or lack thereof. It's just that none of this feels ultimately well executed, to the sense that we get a scope of all these factions to the point where we don't even really need to have there have been 5 factions. It's reminiscent of a lot of YA series, like sci-fi series like the Divergent series, Harry Potter, but devoid of those kind of sci-fi tropes that allow for the suspension of disbelief for this to work, i.e. A student drug dealer that really never has to get her hands dirty. It'll recall like Cruel Intentions, Jawbreaker, School Days by Spike Lee. I even get a little sense of Picnic at Hanging Rock, with kind of this low buzz, foreboding ambiance. But it really compares to Rian Johnson's 2005 film Brick, which is kind of a Dashiell Hammett exercise in a high school, to the degree where it's hard to believe that there's any real tension for any of these characters. And it also ends on a note that's a little bit ambiguous. Overall, I think Ms. Poe is an interesting new voice. I'd be curious to see what she does after this. However, I'd give Selah and The Spades 2 out of 5 stars. Thank you.
Hey, this is Derrick from IonCinema.com. If you want to support us, subscribe below. For more reviews, interviews, film festival coverage from Sundance, Cannes, Toronto, you want to check out these guys on this side.